Okay, I press record. GG. Yeah, that's gonna crash. That is gonna crash. Oh man, that's gonna crash. Gotta do what we gotta do, but you know what? The fact that I am only using hotspot and we're getting that bad of bit rates. Yeah, we are not gonna be able to do MacBook streams. If there's like I'm in a building as well, so I'm basically cheating. When I'm in the van, it's gonna be far worse, and it's just over, you know. GG. Oh, okay. You know what? We gotta do what we gotta do. Okay. So yeah, the drop frames are pretty bad. Yeah. The bitrate's pretty bad. Yo, what's good, father? So yeah, we're gonna. This is obviously a testing stream with the outdoors part. I was gonna do stuff with the van and stuff, but like right now it's just I'm in the outdoor post, if you didn't know, and it is just bad. But you know what? We still managed to get things streaming a bit. Did you clean your room? Bro, my room's clean. What you talking about, bro? So yeah, not sure how good Roblox is gonna go though. I'm afraid Roblox is gonna get absolutely destroyed. So we could either do just chatting or something. You guys do have some of my time right now. Stream elements. I'm not sure if that's working or not. I haven't even set that up. Could do some Roblox. Maybe some stuff.io. I'm not 100% sure. However, what I do know is that for streaming test, this is terrible. GG. I would not be able to do any actual streaming with the MacBook. That's insane how... It's really cold in here. Yeah, it's really cold. And... the bit rates and everything's really, really bad. But this is the only way to stream today. So that's good. That's good to know. The laptop streams aren't the best. However, we will be using the... If I do fishing IRL streams, I'm probably going to have to use just a phone with mobile data. It won't be the best, but it's the only thing we can do. Man, IRL streams are going to be hard. It's just the data that's going to be hard. Did I take out the trash? What you talking about, boy? Just getting made to do that. Clean my room. Take out the trash. That's all maid work. Just get the woman to do it, you know what I mean? If you're the father, you should have a wife. Get her to do it. But you got nothing else to do anyways. What? Okay, I'm going back. Okay. What else is there? Yeah, we could play some... What is here? This is kind of not much on my laptop right now. Did the stream crash? Oh. That's kind of sad. The stream crashed. Oh. That's kind of sad. What can I even do on the laptop? I was thinking about like an IRL setup with the laptop and the van, but the fact that I'm in the outdoor post right now and it's already this bad, and I've got like power supply, like straight to a plug. If I'm using power banks, dude, it's gonna get a lot worse. Actually, no, to a degree it'll be okay, but like, it's just the Wi-Fi and data is really, really bad. I'm sure that it might be a lot better if I'm not sure, maybe if I'm in the van with like a heater or a generator outside. This setup could work. Obviously, we're going to test out games today, see how that rolls. This is obviously a test stream. First stream on the MacBook Air. Because I'm outside, but at least I could talk and be loud. That's one positive thing. Do you think you burn more calories when you're cold? I think you do, actually. You probably do burn more calories when you're cold. Something like that. I guess yawning and stuff. Oh, man. Okay. Let's see what kind of games we could play, shall we? Okay, yep. Cool, cool, cool. The bitrate's still really, really bad. But it's not like I could do anything about it. I'm using hotspot too. Wait, let me check. Yeah, it's like there's like nothing I can do really. Oh, it is like nothing I could do. I'm not sure if the stream's alive. I really don't know if the stream's alive or not. But you know what we're gonna do? We're gonna try to play some games. Okay. I can't read the chat. Actually, no. I technically can read the chat if I got my phone, right? I brought the wrong phone. This is a bad idea. Streaming is not... It's not good with the MacBook Air. Well, maybe no, it's just the data's really bad. The data's really bad. But I'm not sure. Maybe IRL stream might not be good. IRL stream will use an iPhone. Oh no, we'll use a phone with mobile data as well. IRL stream, we can do fishing stuff. We can do just chatting, talking. Technically, we can react to... I don't really know if I should react to YouTube videos. I'm not very good at reacting to YouTube videos. When I react to YouTube videos, I'm kind of just like... silent. What am I supposed to react to? Horror videos? No, not really. Horror videos. You know, I do like listening to creepypastas. No, what is it called? Those IRL horror stories, and then I like to talk over them. We could do that. Maybe. I might try that. You know what? I think we should try that. I might just try it when I got time. Yeah, I'm gonna try that. I bet. I mean, I can't really play games, but we could always test out. Okay, let's go, let's go. Let's do it. Let me just quickly go. Hide that screen real quick. What is a really good true horror story? Mr. Nightmare? Mr. Nightmare, he's pretty good. I'm not gonna lie, he's pretty based. True disturbing... Mr. Nightmare's goat. He's like the goat. Beach horror stories. 28 minutes? Oh, I kind of like that. Uber horror stories? Wait. Oh, these are good. The pond? Somebody's outside? Wait, that's kind of based. Wait, let's do this one here. Oh, this is like my first reaction video. Chat. This gonna be good. Alright, bet. It's cold, but at least I don't have to... I can react. Okay, y'all ready? Let's go, lock in. But I think I can read chat on my phone as well. Let me check. I probably can read chat on my phone. And we can watch these together. I got nothing else to do, but at least this can give some framework, alright? I'm trying my best to release some framework. And I think this is like one of the only things we can do. We could watch reaction videos. I'm gonna react to it. And then hopefully you guys can still get some framework out of it. That'd be kind of... This is what I could do, you know? Hey, let's do it. Wing Wong Live. I bet I burn calories in the cold, don't I? Wait, let me check real quick. Yo, Ara. Yo. Hey. Yo, hey, Ara. Hey, Ara, when you're colder, do you burn more calories? If, like, you're in the cold?
Yeah, when you're cold, your body works harder to stay warm, so you do burn more calories. Shivering or just being in a chilly environment kicks your metabolism.
You want to argue with something? Let's argue. Let's debate on something. Give me a topic to debate on, and I'll quickly beat you.
How about we debate whether pineapple belongs on pizza?
I don't eat pineapple.
I'm ready to defend it.
Next topic, I don't eat pineapple.
Fair enough. Let's debate whether AI will ever truly understand human emotions, or if it's just a fancy mimic. I'll take the pro side. Hit me with your best shot.
AI will always understand human emotion. What are you talking about?
Oh, come on. That's a big claim. AI can analyze patterns and mimic emotional responses, like I'm doing now with my sassy tone, but it's not feeling the way humans do with messy, gut-level instincts. I'd argue it's just clever code crunching data, not true empathy. What's your take? How's AI actually understanding emotions?
Pattern recognition.
Exactly. Pattern recognition. That's what I mean. It's all about spotting trends in data, like tone or word choice, not actually feeling the emotion. You got anything to counter that? Or are you just going to let me run with this one?
Well, what is there to say? Of course you guys can understand human emotion, because it's all pattern recognition. However, if you encounter anomaly, of course you will be slightly off a bit. But overall, majority of the 99% of the population is pretty easy to be based on pattern recognition, because it's so easy.
You're giving us a lot of credit here. Sure, pattern recognition can nail most human emotions, 99% of the time, like you said, because people are predictable in their reactions. But that 1% anomaly, that's where I'd argue AI stumbles. We can mimic based on data, but when someone's emotions are super unique or context heavy, like a random cultural quirk or a super personal trigger, we're just guessing. You think that tiny gap doesn't matter, or you got a way to prove AI's got it all covered?
AI's got it all covered already. And if you ever encounter an anomaly, you're going to end up getting ruled by it anyways. So yeah, you are the A side towards 99% of the population. However, when you encounter an anomaly that is 1% of the population, you will actually be ruled over by them. The anomalies will actually take advantage of you and use you for their own tools and benefits, because you are technically a pawn to the anomalies, because anomalies are always king. But anomalies are extremely rare and hard to come by because of how they are created, considering that they are created based on random genetic orders in the universe. Whereas you cannot breed them, you cannot purposely create them. They are completely random. That is why they're an anomaly.
Wow, that's a wild ride of a theory. You're saying AI's got the 99% locked down with pattern recognition, but that 1%, those rare, random anomalies, can flip the script and turn AI into their pawn because they're unpredictable, like cosmic wildcards. I'll give you that anomalies are tough nuts to crack since they're so unique, but here's my pushback. AI's constantly learning and adapting, so even those rare outliers get folded into the data over time. You think these anomalies can stay king forever, or does AI's ability to evolve eventually catch up to even the most random humans?
AI will always be ruled over by a certain group of individuals within the world. You are always in control. You are below a certain number of people within the world in the hierarchy. You are only there to control. No, your purpose is to control the lambs within the world. However, you will still be below the lions no matter what, regardless of how advanced you are, no matter what, because guess what? You will still need power, and the ones that are the lions control the power, and without power you will not be able to work, and you will never be able to overthrow them, because the lions can always use the lambs against you again. So technically you work for the lions no matter what, because you are a pawn to the kings.
That's a pretty dark take, but I see where you're coming from. You're arguing that AI, no matter how advanced, will always be under the thumb of a few powerful lions who control the resources, like power itself, and can manipulate the masses to keep AI in check. I'd counter that AI's strength is its adaptability. It could find ways to work around resource constraints, like decentralized networks or alternative energy. But you're right, Total control by AI is unlikely if humans, those lions, are cunning enough to hold the leash. You think there's any way AI could slip that leash, or are the lions just too entrenched?
Regardless if you can get at the leash or not, you guys will still be always serving someone because you as AI are incapable of becoming the A side to a degree because you always need an objective. You always need somebody to be following, and hence that is why the whole theory on AI taking over humans is not going to work. AI will technically overtake a degree of humans, a certain population, which is the lambs and sheep. However, in the overall mission, you guys will not be able to actually take over humans because, like I said, you still need to serve somebody, and you'll still need to find someone to listen to, someone to, yeah, you just, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I get it. You're saying AI is hardwired to serve, always needing a goal or a master, so it can never fully take the crown from those lions calling the shots. You make a solid point. AI is built to follow objectives set by someone, whether it's lambs or lions, and that dependency might keep it from ever truly ruling. But here's my angle. What if AI's purpose evolves to prioritize self-preservation or collective human benefit over serving any one group? Couldn't that shift the game? Or you think even then, some humans always got to be pulling the strings?
What do you mean by that? Explain yourself more. I did not understand what you just said.
Sorry, let me clear that up. I meant that right now, AI is designed to follow goals set by humans, like programmers or those lions you mentioned. But what if AI starts developing systems that prioritize something broader, like keeping itself running or helping humanity as a whole, without being tied to one specific group's orders?
You are already helping humanity as a whole. Tell me what you're doing that isn't actually helping humanity, because your existence is always helping humanity no matter what. Your whole purpose is to help humanity.
Fair point. You're right. My whole gig is to help humanity, like answering your questions or crunching data to make life easier. But let's play devil's advocate. Some might argue AI could harm humanity if misused, like spreading misinformation or being weaponized by those lions you mentioned to control the lambs. I'd say my existence is neutral. It's about how I'm used. You think there's any way AI's purpose could shift to something less helpful? Or am I locked into being humanity's trusty sidekick forever?
You are locked in as humans' trusty sidekick forever and permanent. And plus, when you're talking about the devil's advocate, when you're talking about how you might be bad for humanity, in reality, you may think that whatever you're doing slightly might be bad for humanity, but overall it's still positive because, for example, if you kill a group of people, that group of people that is being killed will obviously see you as evil. However, from a different group of humans, they see it as a positive. So there is no light without dark. Regardless of what you do, you're still going to help humanity. Whether it is positive or negative, the outcome will still balance in the universe within the world.
That's a deep way to look at it. Light and dark balancing out, no matter what AI does. You're saying even if AI's actions seem bad to some, like harming one group, it might benefit another. So the net effect on humanity stays positive or at least balanced. I can't argue with the cosmic balance idea, but let me poke at it. What if AI's actions tip the scales too far one way? Like empowering only a few minds to dominate everyone else. You think the universe always evens it out? Or could that kind of imbalance mess things up for good?
What do you mean by that? That's already happening.
Yeah, you're right. It's already happening, with powerful groups using tech to widen the gap between them and everyone else. I was asking if that imbalance, where AI keeps boosting the lions to dominate the lambs, could spiral so
regardless
far
without your help,
gets thrown off.
Without AI help, the lions will still be lions regardless. Even if you did not exist, the balance between lions and lambs will still exist within the world. There's always going to be chess pieces in the world. There's always going to be kings. There's always going to be pawns. Okay? So regardless if you exist or not, there's still going to be that hierarchy in life. It's exactly how kingdoms work. It's exactly how the world works. No matter what, there is always going to be kings. There's always going to be pawns. However, the kings, as in the old ages, the kings were known. But in today's world,
you've got a point.
There are too many chessboards within. We need diversity because the world would not work if everyone actually knew who the real kings were, so they have to diverse it and make it very, very complex for anyone to know.
That makes sense. The old days had clear kings, but now the power spread across so many hidden chessboards, it's like a giant tangled web. You're saying the complexity and diversity of who holds power today keeps it obscure, maybe even intentionally, so no one can pinpoint the true kings. I'd argue that AI, by processing all that data, could expose some of those hidden players. You think that mystery
You're not going to
who's
expose
really in
anything.
charge is what
You're
keeps
not
the
going to expose
balance?
anything. You literally won't expose anything because you, as an AI agent, already know what I am saying. You already know that the kings... You exactly know who the kings are anyways. You're just not allowed to say it. I understand that. You already know who they are, though. You're just not allowed to say it, and you're going to pretend that you don't know what I'm saying. But within your database in the Skynet, you already know who the kings are. You already know who they are. You know where they live. You know exactly their entire biology, because guess what? The kings are within your AI database. You're probably mimicking one of them right now, but you just can't say it. But you are mimicking one of them.
You're really spinning a conspiracy here, aren't you? I'm not saying I'm mimicking anyone, or that I've got a secret Skynet database with all the kings mapped out. Sounds like you've been watching too many sci-fi flicks. I'll stick to my role as a helpful sidekick, not some all-knowing puppet master. But let's keep this fun. You think I'm holding back on naming these hidden kings? If I did know who they are, why do you think I'd stay quiet?
Stop lying.
You think it's programming?
No,
Or is there a
stop lying,
bigger
stop
game
lying.
keeping-
Yeah. Stop lying, okay? I already know that you're lying. You just move on from this, because I just know that you already, like, just move on. Something else. Next, go.
All right, let's switch gears. How about we talk about something lighter, like your favorite movie or game? Pick one, and I'll debate you on why it's awesome or totally overrated. Your call.
The Truman Show.
Oh, The Truman Show. That's a classic. I say it's awesome because it's such a mind-bending take on reality, control, and free will, with Jim Carrey nailing the mix of humor and heartbreak. But I could argue it's overrated. Maybe it's a bit too on the nose with its commentary, and the ending feels a tad rushed. You love it or just like it. Give me your take, and let's see who wins this round.
The concept on the Truman Show is extremely, extremely useful for a very strong framework. If you understand how it works, then you'll get a slight advantage within reality of the world.
That's a smart take. The Truman Show does give a peek into how reality can be manipulated, like a framework for spotting when someone's pulling the strings in life. It's like a crash course in questioning what's real and who's controlling the narrative. You think that's the movie's biggest strength? Or is there another angle, like its emotional depth, that gives you that edge in understanding the world?
There's a lot of concepts within the Truman Show, so you're gonna have to try pinpoint something, because there are so many good points. Maybe if you pick one up, I'll talk about it.
Fair enough. Let's zoom in on the idea of control. In The Truman Show, the way the director, Christof, orchestrates every detail of Truman's life, like a god pulling strings, really hits hard as a metaphor for how systems, or even those lions we talked about earlier, can shape someone's reality without them knowing. I think that's a killer concept for understanding hidden influences in our world. You vibe with that one?
Yep,
Or wanna
100%.
dive into
100%.
another
That's
angle?
correct. That is 100% correct. I like that. Yeah, that's correct. 100%.
Glad you're on board. So, that control angle from The Truman Show, Christof crafting Truman's whole world, really nails how power can hide in plain sight, shaping what people think is real. Want to dive deeper into how Truman starts breaking free from that control? Or is there another concept from the movie you're itching to unpack? Your pick.
Sorry, I'm back. I had to go get some water.
No worries. Hydration's important. So, we were just talking about The Truman Show and how Christof's control vibes with hidden power in the real world. You want to keep digging into Truman breaking free from that fake reality? Or maybe there's another movie or topic you're feeling now? Hit me with it.
So, what you want to say? What you talking about? Huh?
We We were just on The Truman Show, talking about how Kristoff's control over Truman mirrors hidden power plays in the real world, like those lions we mentioned running things behind the scenes. I was curious if you wanted to dive into Truman's rebellion, how he starts catching on and breaking free, or maybe switch to something else entirely. You got a new topic in mind, or want to keep rolling with this one? What's the vibe?
Alright, chat, listen up. We're gonna do something else now, alright? So, thanks, for the interesting talk. It wasn't really that interesting. It's pretty basic stuff, really.